And just like that, here we are in session 3. And yeah, our next speaker, Jay Lakhani from Bindal FX. Jay is what I always refer to you, the successful community that you've run for many years. With your live trading rooms and your coaching. What I'll do is I'll bring you in there. I'll make sure I don't bring the other J onto the screen. Oh, another 2 J's. So the next thing you should see is an invite onto the screen. Hi, Jay. So all the J's. Okay, we're just waiting for. There we go.
Simon, hi. How are you?
Jay, nice to see you. Everything.
Right.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. Yes, all is well. Market's fantastic. Can't complain. Yeah, the pips keeps rolling in, and looking forward to hanging up my charts at the end of the month. Obviously, I will still continue trading, but packing up or retiring from training and mentoring.
Okay, it's not like Elton John's last world tour for the third or fourth time, is it? You're
Yeah, well, usually, sorry, I'm just going to share my charts. Never use this. Okay, let's see if you're able to see the charts.
we
Yeah,
can, yes. We're now looking at the it's a
before
8 cap that you're trading with, yeah.
charts, so you can see that. Yeah, excellent. Yeah,
Great. So I mean,
fantastic.
we're a little bit ahead of schedule. Not scheduled to start till 11 o'clock, but if everybody's okay to get going, because I know you need to get away pretty sharp at 11:45. Shall we just jump into it?
Yes, before that, okay, I've got the charts. Also, later on, I'll have the PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah,
Um, so I guess it'll be the same. I've never used this Crowdcast before. So let's say, so right now we should have the PowerPoint.
that's correct. That's correct. So I'm looking at that sort of pink screen with
Okay, so
PowerPoint.
right. Okay, that's fantastic. Brilliant. Okay, yes, Simon. Yeah, I mean, before pandemic, I mean, I used to travel a lot. That's something which I've missed. So hopefully, we'll start my world travels again. And the beauty of trading the markets is you can trade from anywhere. All you need is a laptop. These days, even you can trade from your mobile phone. So that's the beauty of this profession.
Almost too easy though. I mean, some people say that's one of the issues is people trading from them. Well, they're not taking adequate doing any adequate research or analysis. Sometimes they're hitting that.
Yes, I mean, if you know what you're doing, then this is truly a child's play,
Hmm.
and this is precisely what I say in my book, which is available from Amazon, Trading Mastery: A Child's Play. So it is easy, and it is sad that despite it being a child's play, you get 80-90% of traders losing, but you just need to do your homework. And like today, you got so many fantastic speakers. And, guys, if you, listen to all those trading gurus out there, I'm sure your life will change.
Well, that's it. It's all about when we do an event like this. I'm cautious to advise that not everything is for everybody. So what you must do is look at all these different styles of trading and say, well, that suits me. For example, the gap strategy that Mark was just talking about in the previous session. Oh, I've got an hour in the morning, but that's about it. other people have got much longer to sit and to take trades throughout the day. There's all sorts of different things. So we're at risk of causing confusion. We don't want to do that, but we want to give you a rounded view of all the different options and opportunities there are for trading. So what are we going to talk about today? What markets are we looking at?
Okay, well, basically, we doing two things. Firstly, I'll kickstart with trader psychology. I'll be sharing some of my own live trades which I've taken before, real trades, either at live seminars, webinars, which I used to do before. So really tells you how the whole system works. And then looking at trader psychology, mental fitness, because that is the key part. You may have a damn good trading system, but if the psychology is not there, then you ain't gonna succeed. And after the session on psychology, we'll look at live trading. Obviously, we only got about sort of like an hour or so. So we'll see whether we can pick up any real trades. If opportunities comes, we'll take.
Great.
If not, I'll sort of just give you some tips of what to look for during the rest of the day.
That'd be fantastic. Great. Okay, Jay. Well, listen, I don't know if you can see the questions. Have you got two screens?
Yes, I've got two screens, yes.
So you're able to see the questions as they're posted on the right-hand side.
Yes, yep.
Great. Okay, so I'll hand over to you, and you can see the questions. We can see we're looking at the PowerPoint now again. So
brilliant.
The floor is yours.
Excellent. Okay, guys, thanks a lot, Simon, and thanks for having me, which probably will be my last live webinar. Obviously, as I was mentioning to Simon, I will try and join him probably once every 3 months or 6 months, just to keep myself busy. Okay, sorry, I need to. Okay, you can still see my PowerPoint presentation, yeah? So those of you who don't know me, my name is Jay Lakhani, trading educator, and also I'm the author of, sorry, can you see the PowerPoint presentation?
No, we've lost it.
Okay.
Whatever you did there, we had it and then it's gone blank.
Okay. So what, can you see me or?
No, all we can do is hear you. And
okay, let's see. So
maybe that share screen toggle again, just above the profile.
Okay, fine. Brilliant. Okay, share screen. Screen 1 and share system audio. I guess you don't need that, do you? Because okay.
There we are.
Right.
Okay, so it's back. We're looking at About Jay Lakhani. We're looking at the two books.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, guys. So today we'll be looking at trader psychology. We'll look at price action. And then once we get time at the end of the presentation, we shall do some live trading. Brief about me. I've been trading for over 45 years. And out of 45, last 15 years has been trading educator. I devised the Bindle momentum indicators, Bindle FX. So couple of years ago, 3 years ago, I went into semi-retirement, passed over my business, bindlefx.com, to my son Bhavesh, who is a qualified chartered accountant. And he had enough of accounting, and he wanted to get into trading. And obviously, he was trading since age 12. So I said, fine, you take over that part of it. And after I handed my business to him, I was working on the robot, the expert advisor, and also Vedanta 123 indicator. and the Vedanta 123 EA, which I've been at it for the last couple of years. And that's a different part which I've been offering to my members, which is the indicator which gives you the buy and sell signals. I'm the author of the book Forex Mastery: A Child's Play. This is available from Amazon. When this book was launched 12 years ago, the book price was £75, and as a retirement gift, I've reduced that price to just £6 or thereabouts. So basically surrendering all my royalties which I get from Amazon. So if you're interested, feel free to get a copy from Amazon. And obviously, once you buy that book, there is a contact email on the Amazon website. You need to contact us, and we can send you further video tutorials. Develop a winning attitude. That's available from our website, www.genius108.com, and that is available free of charge. You can download that book. The website will be live up until 1st of February, and after that, obviously, we go offline. I used to do live trading seminars worldwide, and I would say I was probably one of the few trading educators who took a dip into live trading, not for half hour or 1 hour, but the whole day. Okay. And I've done live seminars a lot here in UK, and also like USA, Canada, Switzerland, Mauritius, Dubai, India, Italy, etc., etc. And one of the things what I used to do was to trade live in front of so many audiences here. So these were sort of like 2 days, 3 days event. And from this picture here, I've got some of the guys who actually went on to become trading educators themselves. Some of them became fund managers, hedge fund, and also full-time traders. And very rarely used to have a day which was a losing day. Okay. If you follow the system, and the system is price action based, there is no way you can lose money from the markets. It is truly a child's play. Unfortunately, a lot of traders, they tend to make life difficult, right? A quick risk warning. It should be understood that trading involves high risk and you can lose a lot of money. This presentation is only for educational purpose and do not constitute investment advice. Obviously, this is for when we go into the live trading later on. Is trading mastery a child's play? Some would say, Jay, you are talking a lot of BS. Because 90%, 80%, or whatever the statistics are, retail traders are losing money. Now, the source of this is from one of the key broker, a household name in financial markets. And these days, you have to specify the win-loss rate. So 82% of these brokers, retail investors, lose money. Okay. I've even seen 90%, but on average, it is around 75% most brokers. I rarely see anybody less than 60%. I've never seen anybody less than 50%. So we shall be covering why is it that retail traders tend to lose money. And I will give you some tips on how you can overcome that. And it is keep everything very simple. All you have to do is focus on the trends. If it's an uptrend, you're looking to buy. If it's a downtrend, you're looking to sell. And if it's moving sideways, you just want to stay out of the market. So all this is nothing but pure price action. A simple flow chart which should help you how you can plan your trades. So before you trade, before you take a trade, before you do the analysis, you study the charts. Ask yourself a question. What is the trend? Is it bullish? If it is, then is the price at support? You cannot buy, you cannot go long unless and until there is a support. As simple as that. Okay? If there is support, followed by a 1, 2, 3 setup, again, I'll go through that in a moment. You buy, set your stops, set your targets, go for a walk. You don't need to be glued to the charts. Okay? If the market is sideways, stay out. Stay out. No need to be glued to it. Set your alerts, and when the system bips you, watch the chart. If it's a downtrend, a bearish, simple thing. Is there resistance up above? That's your ceiling, right? If there's no resistance, don't trade. As simple as that. KISS principle, keep it simple. The problem is people overcomplicate things. They make simple things difficult. Okay? And when you think too much, overanalysis creates that paralysis of the mind. A simple 1, 2, 3 system. What is that? On a bullish trend, all it is, it's a series of higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Now here, you don't need any rocket science. You can take any damn, say, moving average. You could say, okay, 200 period moving average. Above 200, I'm looking for longs. Below 200, I'm looking for shorts. As simple as that. For me to trade that, I need to have like an A or a V-shaped 1, 2, 3. So when you have those A, V-shaped 1, 2, 3s, it removes those sideways channel, doesn't it? Now, just that simple system, you go and backtest tonight, take any moving average, A, V-shaped 1, 2, 3s, you will have 50% winning trades. Yes, I repeat, 50% winning trades. And on average, it will be minimum R3. So you're risking 1 to make 3. 50%, you get losing trades. So let's say you take 10 trades, 5, you lost £1. 1 by 5 is £5 loss. 5 were winning. Let's assume it was an average of R3. Some may be slightly lower, some may be mega, but just focus on minimum R3. 5 times 3, 15. 15 minus 5, simple math, 10 quid profit. Right? As simple as that. No rocket science. But this will not work if you don't follow the rules. This will not work if you don't cut the losses. This will not work if you don't let the winners run. This will not work if you self-sabotage. This will not work if you don't take that loss when the system tells you to do so. This will not work if you add to the losers. Right? But if you do opposite of all that, it is a fantastic trading system, as simple as that. Price action is the king. Another classic example, pandemic crash. Now, from my Bindle FX days, Vedanta live trading days, I used to have live WhatsApp channel, Telegram channel, including my social media pages, which obviously now I've disconnected because I'm retiring. I just disconnected last week. But I was telling all my followers, look, this is once in a lifetime opportunity to buy. right? My members were buying. And simple thing, 1 to 3 is 1, the other is pin bar. Okay? Panic. Bears are trying to collapse the markets, and then you get this pin bar. Again, go and back test it. 50% of the time, the pin bar followed by a 1 to 3 setup is going to be a winner. Minimum, you can aim for R3. Okay, some of the times you can get as much as R25 and R50. Yes, I repeat, R25. I'll share some of my live trade examples, but there is no rocket science. What happens up here? Majority of retail traders, they panic. Why? They don't have that mental fitness. They're listening to so much of BS out there in the news, right? No, at that time, you need to cut out. Yes, to listen, but you need to filter out that BS. As soon as you filter that out, then you're your own boss. The secret lies within you. And what is that secret? That is that mental fitness. Okay? Very important to focus on trader psychology. This is one area which retail traders do not focus on. Yes? Get the trading knowledge, focus on the price action, focus on the risk management. This is the only area which many traders focus on. But when it comes to trader psychology, majority do not focus. My book, Forex Mastery: A Child's Play, it is full of tips on trader psychology, sharing my own experiences, right? Sharing how I did, what I did. And it's very important. At the end of each chapter, what you have is action points. You need to do those action points. Very important. If you do that, I tell you what, there's absolutely no way you can lose money from the markets. Can you trade this? Okay. Often retail traders have a chart like this. You can't see any price action. There's so many indicators there. Over-analysis creates that paralysis of the mind. Okay? Over-analysis creates that paralysis of the mind. Very important. Don't over-analyze. Keep it simple. Now, the same chart is this. Okay? This is the after. This is the before. After. And here what I have is just some pivot points. These are the proprietary Vedanta pivot points. And what you have here is those arrows giving me signals when to buy and when to sell. Do we have losing trades? Of course we do. Many losing trades. But the key is those losses are small. The winners are mega. So long as you let the winners run, add to the winners, trading is a child's play. Win, loss, I didn't get a signal here. Winning trade, small loss, small win, mega win. That would be a losing trade, big win. Yeah. See how simple the chart is looking. You got to keep things very simple. Okay. Right. Before I go on to look at other charts, you may want to take a screenshot of this. And as a final retirement gift to all my traders and followers, giving you 75% discount. The offer expires on 30th of January. And that's the website link for the special offer. I mean, the actual link on the website, the price is much higher. So here it's 75%. Normal price is $1,999, giving you a 75% discount. So the cost today is going to be just $4.99. Okay. So yeah, do take a photo of this screen, take a screenshot, and feel free to visit. And obviously, as I said earlier on, only taking new subscription up until 31st. 1st of February, the website closes. And obviously, for the existing customers, the back office support will continue. I got staff who will be helping you, guiding you until the expiry of your membership. Yeah. Let's move on. Let's look at more price action real trades. Life of a trader. The beauty of this, it's 24/7. You can trade at any time. I've been on holidays now. Often before pandemic, used to have at least half a dozen holidays every year. I could be on a beach and I can trade. All I needed was internet connection. That's it, right? Here, a good example. Sunday night. This is Bitcoin. I do my analysis. I take a trade. I set the stops, TP1, TP2. That's my target. Off to bed. Wake up. Wow, it's such a beautiful day. Get into my trading room. Target achieved. Profit while you sleeping. Okay. And again, this one I remember Sunday night, I had sent out this alert sharing that screen which you see with my members saying, guys, I've just taken this trade. If you want to, feel free to take it. Yeah. Another trade, again, this is from my live trading. Short, added to the winners, my TP1s, trailing stop hit. I don't know where the market's going to go. It could be 50, it could be 100, it could be 200, it could be 1,000 pips. Who cares? Who cares? Nobody knows where the market's going to go. I'm not in the business of forecasting, okay? I tell you a classic example. Several years ago, I was at the QE2 Center at the World Money Show. I was one of the speakers. I was on the panel. And, you know, one of the things which retail traders tend to ask, they said, oh, at 31st of December, where is FTSE going to be? I tell you what, everybody had an answer. 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, whatever. And when it was my turn to give an answer, I said, I don't give a damn whether FTSE goes at 10,000 or 2,000. And I said, I'm sorry, but I don't know. I don't know. So long as it moves, I'm going to get money out of it, right? And once I'm in a trade, I simply trail the stops. Trail stops hit, massive profit. That is the way to trade, guys. Okay, look at that. Another fantastic 1, 2, 3. This is at my red pivot. And when those pivots break, expect a mega win. Look at that. Very small stop. TP1 banked. And once you get momentum, what do? Is I keep moving my stops, right? This was a losing trade. Yeah, fine. If things don't work out, it gets stopped out. TP1 banked, but it didn't work out. TP2 exited, right? Risk management is very, very important. Use technology to help you. Okay, these are the alerts which are from the Vedanta 1, 2, 3. But even if you don't subscribe to this, even if you don't buy this, you can use the technology, right? For example, if you're waiting for a 1, 2, 3 setup, Set an alert. If there is a channel, set an alert when that channel breaks, right? It could take an hour, could take 6 hours, who knows? But are you going to be sitting, if you're scalping, on 1 minute or 5 minutes? Are you going to be glued to that screen for 60 minutes? No, you got better things to do. Yeah? Use the technology. Letting winners run. Okay, look at that. As I said earlier on, I don't know. I can never forecast a market. And this is even after 40 years of trading experience. Trade taken here, Vedanta gives me a signal, TP1 band, this is at R3. So my TP1 is at R3, and now this is my trailing stop, okay? My target was set at R25, meaning risk of 1, target of 25. Can this be achieved? Yes, guys, of course it has been achieved. Most of these examples you see here are from my live trading sessions, whether it's a webinar or the Telegram alerts, which obviously have discontinued because obviously I now need to enjoy my life. Okay, I'll be 65 this year. Okay, but yes, R25, even R50 can be achieved. You just got to have that mental fitness, as simple as that. I've done lots of webinars for Simon. This was a really live in trading session we had a few years back before the pandemic, and this was at Finaco Bank. Okay, and some of you guys here who's been following Simon for a long time, maybe you might have been there at the session. Okay, it was a full house. Practically, thing was nearly about 75 people in the room. Seats were all occupied. There were people on the staircases and standing right at the back. And it was a session again, just like today, live trading and psychology. On that day, I took a long trade on US 30, and that was worth 200 pips. Set the stop, set the target, and moved on. Now, many traders on that day, they took this trade. Quite a few of them, they mailed me back and they said, Jay, you know what? Just that 1 hour session changed my thought process. I had so much of crap, 2 things: my trading methodology, crap in my mindset. And that all changed on that day. I now started to focus on simple stuff: price action, price action, price action. I now focused on risk management, cutting the losses. I now started to focus on detachment, and that is the key. Detach from the trades. Now, on that day, when I took these trades, the floor was open with Q&As, and I was now, having taken the trade, this is the only time I need to be glued to the chart is when I'm about to take the trade. Once the trade is taken, I need to detach from it. Yeah? I need to detach from it because I've set my stops. I set the targets. Let it do whatever it wants to do. Yes, in between, just see what the price action is doing and trail the stops. And even the trailing the stop is all automated, right? It's all automated. I don't even need to do any damn thing. But guess what? There were quite a few attendees on that day. They were saying, Jay, you're looking at other charts. I was looking at Apple or Netflix or NASDAQ or whatever. They said, you got a live trade running. Are you not worried? Are you not watching? I said, no, I don't need to. Now look at it. They are more worried about my trade. They are more worried about my money. Can you imagine what would be the scenario if they were watching their own trades? They were watching every big red candle and panicking, right? You need to really detach from the trades. Because once you've got a good, well-tested trading system and methodology, you do not need to worry about the results. Focus on the process. That's all you need to do. Focus on the process, and the rest will take care of it. Because you have worked damn hard, try to create the trading plan and trading methodology. Yeah. Okay, yeah, some questions here. Yeah, feel free to fire away the questions. I will try and answer as I go along. Is the system based on MT4? Yes, it is. And the indicators, EAs, are attached to the MT4 platform. Yeah. So back to this, detach, focus on the process, and do not focus on the results of your actions, right? The byproduct of focusing on the process is money, 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 money. That's it. But what retail traders do, they focus on the money. So what does that give you? Fear, doesn't it? Greed, yeah, self-sabotage, snatching profits, etc., etc. Okay. Right, we'll go over onto the live charts. I got about 20 minutes or so before I end the session. So in a way, it was good that we started early. Feel free to take a screenshot of this special offer, 75% discount on the Vedanta indicators. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the live charts. Okay, are you seeing the live charts? You'll have about 12 charts on your screen.
Yes, I think we are, Jay. I can certainly see them.
Okay, brilliant. Excellent. Okay, fine. So this is the sort of setup I have for my intraday trading, right? And look at it. It is all so easy, so simple. No BS there. So if I'm looking at intraday, I would normally have M30 and M5 side by side. Or if I really want to go very aggressive, then I would normally have M15, M5, M15 and M5. Or scalping, I normally have M15, M5, and on the side I will have a 10-second chart. Okay, and again, yes, 10-second chart, you can have it on MT4. It is just an offline app which you can buy or download. There are lots available. But look, 10 seconds, not recommended if you haven't got that mental fitness. It's if you haven't got a proven methodology which works, right? Always focus on top-down analysis, right? So here, as you can see, you got those arrows. You can back test it, forward test it. Let's say, for example, look at JBP JPY. The intraday gave out a fantastic sell signal first thing in the morning. Okay, that is worth 98 pips there, nearly 100 pips there. Okay, you can go back and forth and you can see all those signals which the system has given. So any winning signals, so you see that would be a losing trade, that's a loss, mega win, big win, big win. Okay, So see here, roughly you got about like 65% or so success ratio. You don't need to have 80% or thereabouts, but yes, what we do have is we got extensive training manual, and you can filter out some potential bad trades there. M30, now normally if you can have, for say scalping, if M30 and M5, they both face in the same direction, there's a very high probability that it's going to be a mega winner. Okay, so here I'm looking at, for example, M30, which isn't sort of like scalping, more of like a day trade. You need to be in the trade for a couple of days, 3 days or so. Okay, last night Asian session, it issued a buy signal, so that was a losing trade. But the 5 minute, so here the same chart, I click the 5 minute, so it recalculates all the signals. So that is why I personally like to have M30 and M5 side by side. Okay, and then when I'm ready to take the trade, I could go on and click on the M1. The signals on M1, they are fine, but I really need to apply lots of filters to it, right? So in this case, okay, the trend was fantastic, lots of short trades here. So each and every trade, as you can see, scalping on M1 was winning. That was a winner. You'd still have had your TP1 bank, TP2 would have been stopped out, or you'd have closed when the M1 gave out a sell signal there. Yeah. So back over onto M30, as you can see, that was a losing trade, winning trade, nice win here. This is a mega profit, right? Even though it went down quite a bit, but still issued a nice short signal there. And look at that. That's a winner. Okay, just lucky here that out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades, 6 were winners, only 1 loser. And look at that. That was worth 500 pips there. Okay, 500 pips. And that's the beauty of this powerful signal. Yes, you can go back and forth. You can check all those back tested signals. Look at that. That's a losing trade. Okay, so you would have had a loss, but it's a very small loss. Mega win here. Okay, again here, look at that. That was worth over 500 pips there. Yeah, so you can go back and look at any of those signals. Also, the other thing, what the software comes, which can help you with your manual trading, is the 1, 2, 3 setups, right? So when the 3 is at the bottom, the software is telling me that, hey, don't look for a long. Okay, don't think. Yeah, remove that thinking process out of your mind. You only look for a short, right? So when I have 3 at the top on M30 and 3 at the top on M5, it's a high probability. Then I'm looking for confluences. So here is these pivot points, right? This comes in with the software, and they act on as a very good, strong support and resistances. If it's up above, I'm looking for longs. If it's below, I'm looking for shorts. As simple as that, right? So see GBP, USD, fantastic sell signal early this morning. Same with GBP, JP, as you can see, a really nice 1, 2, 3 setup there. You can see there. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. No rocket science. All this is, it's Fibonacci based. Yeah, and then down she goes. So here is my M30 and M5. They were all pointing in the same direction. But the key point is look at how the pivots are being broken. And once you get the momentum going, then often expect a really nice move. Now, this was gold again this morning, issued a fantastic signal both on M30 as well as M5. And look at that very strong resistance at the yellow pivot. Sometimes, because of the lots of filters in the system, it may not give the signal, right? But these pivots can help you, and these 1 to 3s can help you with your manual trading. So here, okay, I got that arrow, fine, I would take a trade, right? And then say you take a trade here, goes up, you're still in the trade, you don't panic because that pivots are acting on as a resistance. If you miss this, this is an opportunity to get in. If you miss that, that's an opportunity to get in, right? So even that intraday, that's basically given you easily 60 pips or so profit, yeah? So just a quick snapshot here, you can really see very, very few losing trades, right? And this is all live, right? You can't BS or make up the charts because you can easily go back and forth, right? That's the beauty of this software, right? Same with here, we're looking at New Zealand. Look at that, right? Very few losing trades. Yes, there are losses, but very small losses. The key point there is the winners are very big. Right, so that's end of the demonstration of the software. Let's see whether we can look at a trade. I got about 10 minutes or so. Yeah, right now, if I were to take a trade, I would be looking for a potential short on GBP USD. Yeah. If you got any questions, feel free to fire. Okay, Kuldeep, give example of a price action point at live market. Brilliant. That's exactly what I'm going to do now. So GBP, this was the best time to have shorted it. Ideally, what I want is to get into the trade as close to those pivots as possible, right? GBP, JPY, it's so far away. I really wouldn't want to touch that for shorts at this stage. I need a pullback as close to those pivots as possible. Euro dollar, right? That's again far away. I think just at the time we started the session, I would have shorted this here. Okay, right? So yeah, about 10:45 is there you go. That's 20 pips. That's scalping intraday, right? Gold. Okay, there you go. Again, this was just around before we started the session, right? So here again, all I really am focusing on now is simple thing, trend lines. That's it, right? Trend lines. Okay, so right now, this is something which I would be looking at. This is on my watch list for a short. Gold is far away, so I'm not looking for shorts just as yet. Let's just look at the higher time frame. Okay, look at that. Is gold, I got a very strong resistance there. Yeah, simple trend lines. Okay, lot of support. It's not an accurate trend line, but you get the gist of it. I now have got strong resistance. I've got a break of support, a 1, 2, 3 setup, very strong resistance at the pivots, right? M5. So here, this is what I really am looking for, is for it to go up higher, as close to the pivots as possible. Yeah. So that's on a watch list. Euro New Zealand is slightly messy charts there. I really don't like this because see, it's going back and forth those pivot points. So this is something I really don't focus on. I would simply put an alert here and alert there. If it gets above the aqua pivot, I'll be looking for longs. 1 to 3 below the yellow pivot, I'll be looking for shorts, okay? So right now, the only trade I can see imminent is GBP USD. And yes, at this stage here, I could easily get that onto my 1 minute chart, right? So here is it's got higher highs, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. Really, I need this trend line to break and then create a lower high below those pivots, and then I could take a trade. Okay, Albert, can you explain again how to set the targets? Okay, so the targets I would really set is my TP1. Generally, I like to, if I'm looking at, say, 1 minute chart, then my stops would really be set about those pivot points, yeah? So in this case, say, supposing I took a trade here, for example, right? My stops would be just about the yellow pivot, which is 30 pips. So my TP1 will be 30 pips as well, okay? So roughly here, okay? So my TP1 will be here, and my stops will be there, as simple as that, right? Once the TP1 has been hit, then I trail the stops. And generally, TP2 on my software, I just put it at generally around R10. But often if the price action is good, so the reason I set at R10 is if I'm not at my desk, basically I can let the system do whatever it wants to do. Okay. As I said earlier on, look, nobody can forecast where the market's going to go. But having taken the TP1, it's now a free run. Okay, does that answer your question, Albert? Okay, there you go. So now I've got a break there. So now it's actually taking, it's doing a mini pullback. Yeah, any other questions? Do fire away. And again, that special offer, Simons has put on a link there. It's a 75%, which expires on 30th of January. Obviously, for new subscribers, the support will continue, even though I will be on my travels, hopefully from next month. But I do have back office staff who shall be guiding you. Okay, there you go. So it's broken. Okay, I would have taken a trade there, but I was on the other chart. So there you go. I've taken a live trade here. Okay, so live trade taken on GBP USD, and this is a real trade, real account. Okay. And that is how I trade, guys. Okay. This morning, I personally did take the trade on GBP JPY. I'm short, obviously, on my other accounts. This account, I only use it for whenever I used to do live trading. So there you go. It's already running nicely into a profit. On my other accounts, yes, I'm already short on GBP USD. I'm short on gold. I'm already short on GBP JPY. Okay. I don't focus on too many charts. You don't need to focus on too many charts. Just a half a dozen charts. That's all you really need. Okay. So see, my software is already set up the stops. Now I'm just going to move the stop to where it was. So this is where I need my stops there. Yeah. Okay. My target. There you go. So I'm going to shift the target to around here, just about that support point there. Yeah. Okay. Now, obviously, at the moment, the stops are there, right? Now, let's say if I don't get a momentum and say it creates that 1 to 3 setup, and I get a 1 to 3 above somewhere here, or it breaks the red, then I would actually look at closing this earlier, and I wouldn't wait for my stops to be hit. Yeah. Okay. How am I defining 1 to 3? Again, these are just simple Fibonacci. One of the software which you can use is, say, the zigzag on MT4, right? It's not perfect, but my software has really identified very strong support resistance levels 1 to 3s. Yeah, but you can use the zigzag. Okay, which you can broker offers BTC. Obviously, if you get onto pro status, there are some brokers who would offer that, and you know the rules of the pro. But BTC, I do use quite, but I certainly don't like to have just one broker. For UK, I do have Core Spreads Trade Nation IG. I do have more than half a dozen trading accounts. This one here is 8 cap. Again, you can have BTC there. One of my other big accounts is with IC Markets. And again, you can trade BTC there. Yeah. And also, if you want to have broker accounts, feel free to mail me. I do have affiliates with several brokers, and basically I can guide you which one would be good for you. Okay, so as you can see, GBP is moving nicely into profit, but I'll be managing, and the key point is that if it creates a 1, 2, 3 there, right, then I bullish 1, 2, 3, then I'll be looking to come out. Okay, guys. Obviously, most of the foreign brokers, yes, obviously, I wouldn't be looking at some of the accounts or brokers where they got, setups at offshore. So yeah, you really need to study and look at the insurance, and if the funds are insured. But certainly IC Markets is a good reputable broker. 8 cap, I've been trading with them for quite some time. And 8 cap, I think some of you may be doing funded accounts. And there are quite a few firms that use 8 cap as their broker, and there are quite a few brokers who use IC Markets. I like Core Spreads Trade Nation because they offer one of the lowest spreads. Obviously, look, guys, I'm not advising you to open those accounts with any of those, yeah, but I'm just sharing my own experience. You guys must do your own due diligence checks. Okay, guys? Okay, guys, that's me done for the day. We just took one trade. Not many opportunities mid-morning. Often the best opportunities are always first thing in the morning. Asia close, London open. I tell you what, you just trade those 2 hours and take the rest of the day off. 9 out of 10, so let's say 7 out of 10, you will have got your TP1. I personally don't do any funded accounts. I personally don't believe in that, but I know a lot of my members do it because I like to have my own independence. I like to have my own discipline. So, hey, if you've got the money, right? If you've got the money and you got a good system, then guys, trade your own account. Okay? But if you're short of funds, then look, there are lots of good quality good quality funded accounts available. And I believe Simon's got one of the speakers coming up. And I think a few months back, Simon had one speaker who did offer funded accounts. But look, do your own research. I personally don't follow any funded accounts myself. Yeah. Okay. What account size do you need? Look, even if you had about 10K, right, and with a good leverage, you can make a lot of money, right? 10K account, you can make a lot of money. But look, if you have got 50K, 100K, then why do you need a funded account? But if you're short of funds, and if you have a proven trading system, if you have got the confidence, then yes, a funded account will be very good for you. Okay. Okay, guys, any final questions before I call it a day?
Jay, thank you very much. Rob was talking about the integrated software, which he covered. Ash, we're going to talk about funded accounts just today. In fact, at 3 o'clock, our sponsor Nordic Funder, we've got Michael Buchbinder coming on. Could be talking about that specifically. You can see at the bottom of the screen the little blue, green box will take you to their website, tells you what you need to do to access funds to trade with. But I think we're all done. Jay, I know you've got a scoop, so thank you very much for joining us. We'll keep in touch. I hope it's not, I'll persuade you back out retirement, I hope, in the future. But stay well, and we'll keep in touch.
Take care. God bless. Happy trading all. Bye.
Thank you very much indeed to Jay Lakhani there. And the website is there in the chat box, genius108.com. For Jay's materials. So we are moving right along. We're going to go on to our next speaker, Tarun Nagapan from Master the Markets. I'm going to close down the session, and I'll pull you all through into session 4. So see you on the other side.